That was a mouthful. Don't even do me like that. Y'all know pause that up, bro. You know when we play that, bro. Pause, pause, pause. Ron shouldn't even say that, man. Cute. 2020 was anything but a stable year. When we think about the pandemic and how the world literally changed overnight, we start thinking about why in 2021, a lot of people started looking at working for themselves and making investments and trying to become financially free. I'm sure we all personally know somebody who was affected by the pandemic or ourselves affected by the pandemic. I myself can say that during the pandemic, I did become depressed. I did become physically unfit and out of shape, but I also did learn to work for myself and how to make some sound investments. That's when I made my first 6 figures in 2020. I'm speaking on all of that now. Raise a simple question. What is gold worth in 2021, and is it worth buying or investing in? As we saw political uncertainty, we saw economic uncertainty, we saw people scrambling and fiending for ways to invest and to see if they could hit big with their investments and become financially free.
Some 22 million Americans lost their jobs in March and April after the pandemic hit this country. About half of them have been rehired or gotten new jobs. But many others are still struggling for new roles in a very tough job market.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Campbell, and we're here back with another video. Now, if this is your first time clicking on my channel, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button as well as turn on that notification bell to be notified anytime that I drop some content. And while you're at it, please leave a like down below as well. It helps the algorithm, it helps my channel continue to grow and be pushed out in front of more and more people. And if this isn't your first time checking on my channel, I just want to say welcome to the trenches. It's your boy Mitch reporting live, and you feel me? I got some great content for y'all today. As y'all see, we not in the trenches no more, you know what I'm saying? Like, we doing good for ourselves. Like, thank God, man, to God be the glory. But we still represent the trenches. We still is from the trenches. We just not currently in the trenches anymore. Now, before we get into this video, do me a favor. Follow my social medias. Follow my Instagram, follow my Twitter, and follow my Snapchat. That will stay up to date and in the loop with everything I got going on outside of YouTube, finance, and business. Now, we're going to speak about gold and if gold is even a good investment in 2021. Now, I'm sure we all remember back in the 80s, 90s, you know, early 2000s, you couldn't click on TV without seeing a commercial about buying and selling gold. There are people literally begging you to buy gold and sell your gold to them.
Are you still rocking out with your 80s hair and jewelry? Take it to Mike's. We buy gold and silver. At Mike's, we give you cash for anything, gold or silver, broken or whole. Get some extra cash for your unwanted or broken jewelry, coins, diamonds, flatware, and more. It's quick and easy.
Take it to Mike's.
Mike's We Buy Gold and Silver in Shrewsbury. Family owned for over 50 years.
Nowadays, we've seen a lot of those commercials and a lot of those gestures kind of toned down. And I've always wondered why. Why is it that I don't see as many buy or sell gold commercials or even businesses and pop-up shops around malls and around local cities? Nowadays, everybody's telling you to invest in NFTs, crypto, stocks, as well as trying to diversify your portfolio, make money through sound investments and even real estate. Now, today we're going to explore if gold is a solid investment and what I believe you should do and what I'm going to do moving forward in 2021 and in the future. Regardless of the value of gold, gold is still an asset. It's still an investment asset. It will not become a liability and it will not become something that you'll eventually lose money off of. Now, how much money you can make off of it will depend on the value of its gold, how much of it you hold. But in general, we're going to set a score right there. Gold is an investment. Now, gold is a solid investment because it helps protect you against inflation and crazy costs and fees associated with holding on to cash and actual money. The production of this precious metal is becoming more and more expensive every single year as we speak, which is directly increasing its value. Gold deposits are all across the world, but they're still extremely rare. And still many new ones are being discovered each and every day. Most gold is in hard to reach places, which is reasons why gold mining is such an important and valuable trade around the world. Gold also possesses unique physical and chemical properties as well as its durability. Gold has been around since the beginning of time, literally since the beginning of time, and gold can withstand some of anything and everything this world, nature, climate, and whatever else we can throw at it has to offer. But I'd be remiss if I failed to mention that buying and investing in gold could become a great and profitable asset, but also could incur in suffering big time losses as well. Just like any form of investment, nothing is ever all good. You can incur big and major gains, but you also can take some big fat losses as well. Thinking about the question, is gold a solid investment in 2021? I think you must first ask yourself, where is gold going in the future? What's its trajectory and what is it planning on doing as we move forward through time? Many analysts believe that gold will decrease in the second half of 2021, which we're currently in. We're actually in the last quarter of 2021, before receiving a major increase in the first half of 2022. The following factors come into play when you think about all of that. Accommodative monetary policy. That was a mouthful. Don't even do me like that. Y'all know pause that up, bro. You know when we play that, bro. Pause. Ron shouldn't even say that, man. Cue the bars. As well as a reduction in geopolitical risk. Therefore, that insinuates that there will be lesser risk associated with gold, which means that the rates will eventually drop. Other gold analysts predict that the prices will continue to shoot up as its value will continue to go up and up. So that leaves with the same question. What is it? Is it a good investment or is it a bad investment? What is it doing? Where is it going? Where's it headed? Like, what is it? We're going to speak about it in a way that we can relate to it in the trenches, because me talking about geopolitical risk and accommodative policy and all these other things, y'all don't understand that. And it's fine. I don't understand either. We're going to speak about simply from this. When you see a lot of people get rich, or a lot of rappers and athletes make it, what do? They buy chains or they go buy a Rollie. Those are hood trophies. We don't even call that jewelry. We call it hood trophies where I'm from. So when you're in the trenches and you want to get you a hood trophy, what's the first thing you do? Do you want to get a plain Jane Rollie, or do you want that thing bust down with VVs? Well, I'm gonna tell you from my own personal experience, what I want to bust down with VVs. It's your first watch, your first chain. You're not getting a plain Jane. You're not getting a plain Cuban. You want something that's busting, like something that's hitting like crazy. And of course, the only way to do that is with the diamonds. Now, I believe that gold in itself is a great valuable asset. And I think when you buy jewelry, it's a great valuable asset. A dumb person will tell you that, hey, don't buy gold or don't buy jewelry. It's a terrible investment and you're wasting your money. No, because guess what? If I bought a Rolex for $5,000 in 2021 and I sold it in 2031, it's going to be worth way more than $5,000 that I originally invested into it. Therefore, it made me money. It was an investment. Where we go wrong at, start drilling holes into this pure gold and start making holes for diamonds and stuff like that, and then that's where it loses its value. Does it lose a ton of value? No. It is still extremely expensive and still extremely worth a lot of money? Yes. But that will drastically affect how much money it will increase in over the year. Some of y'all might be thinking, isn't diamonds worth more than gold? Wouldn't it make it more valuable? But no. In terms of jewelry, it's not. Gold can be melted down and can be used in other ways, shapes, and forms. And that's why that value will continually go up. Reasons why it will continue to hold its value. So when I think about buying gold, investing in gold, I personally think it's a great investment, especially compared to some of its other counterparts, such as like silver or even platinum. And in terms of actually just like buying gold and sitting on and holding onto gold, my personal opinion, I don't think it's a great investment. I think there are other smarter things you can invest in that require way less effort as well. Why do I want to have a shit ton of gold bricks sitting in my house that could easily be stolen, damaged, destroyed, whatever? I can easily just invest in some damn crypto coin like Bitcoin that's gonna make me a billionaire. Like, and if you don't believe in Bitcoin at this point, man, y'all better go watch some videos on YouTube, or better yet, check out my last couple of videos about Bitcoin. Bitcoin will make you a millionaire. Trust me, I promise you that. So when I can have a virtual coin that's in a virtual wallet that I don't have to see, feel, or touch, that seems a lot more convenient to me than a big brick, a bar that I have to constantly keep an eye on and maintain to understand where it's at all times. It was that heavy. Not everybody's strong like me, you feel me? Y'all don't be hitting the weights like me, so not everybody's strong to be looking around all these bricks, you feel me? And the bricks that we was touching back in the day had nothing to do with gold. So in terms of it being a solid investment, I think it is, but I don't think it's the most convenient thing to invest in when you got like real estate, you got property stuff you can invest in that you don't have to like lug around and physically keep on you, or stocks, or even cryptocurrency as well, NFTs. I feel like there's just a lot of other different avenues that you could explore that are a lot more convenient, and you can actively check how it's doing, check its value. It's just overall easier, and it's easier to get rid of as well. When you want to sell Bitcoin, all you do is press a button in an app like Coinbase or something like that, and bam, Robinhood, wherever you got your crypto at, and it's easily sold and it's directly going to your bank account. If you're having physical gold on you, in order to get rid of it, you literally have to like take it somewhere who buys gold, and they have to weigh it and stuff like that, and they tell you what they will pay you for it as well. It's not going off of base strict market value. It's going off what this person is willing to pay you. Compared to Bitcoin, one app is going to pay you more for Bitcoin than the other. Now, there might be certain fees associated with trying to cash out on that Bitcoin, but ultimately that Bitcoin is the same amount everywhere, and gold I feel like won't be. I feel like certain people will try to shortchange or whatever, because that's just the way of the world and that's how business works. So I hope this video gave y'all some type of insight. It wasn't the longest or most informative or most groundbreaking information. I believe there's a lot more complex and complicated terminology that I could have used, but I understand my demographic. I understand the people that watch my videos. We are from the trenches. That doesn't mean we're unintelligent. It simply means that a lot of this terminology we don't understand. And I have to explain it in a way and break it down in a way that we understand. Me speaking on exchange trade funds and all these other different things isn't going to be the most relevant information for my community. My community, I can explain it to a way. We talking about rollers, we talking about change, we talking about Cubans, we talking about all these different things. We talking about APs and stuff like that. Those are things we understand, because even if some of us can't afford those things, we all have seen it. We all wanted it at one point in time of our lives, or even yet we know somebody, rather it be personally or somebody on TV or on social media, who have done these things. So we're very familiar with those things. So if you made it to this point in the video, do me a favor, drop the gorilla emoji, let me know you're still watching. And before you click off my video, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button as well as click on that notification bell, that way you're notified anytime that I drop some content. And while you're at it, please leave me a like down below. It helps the algorithm, it helps my channel continue to grow, be pushed out in front of more and more people. I just want to say I thank y'all, I love y'all, I appreciate y'all for continuing to watch my content, continue to support me. I love those who love me, and I'm gonna catch y'all back at the next video.